Okay, back on the roof. You can see I actually got my first couple of rows started here. Plenty of tar paper up, and we definitely had some rain since the last time we did a video. And I was actually only tar papered up to right here at that point, so we had the tarp all the way down to here. And that very first storm, we got probably 3/4 of an inch, I'm guessing, and it was fun. I was, as I put in text in the last video, I was up here in the wind and in the heavy rain fixing the tarp, putting it back in place, because, you know, we didn't have much weight up on it. So now we were able to get this up further. I was able to really cap that tarp real well with shingles. So we had a storm again last night, little pop-up storm, and you know, reasonable winds, not too bad, and they didn't budge at all because there's no big old sail. So we're expecting a storm this afternoon with potentially high winds. So I'm gonna try to get full bundles up here across the top to hold it, and you know, get as much work done as I can. I've only got that little bit left to plywood and tar paper on that side. And then I can have the whole ridge capped with the tarp and heavy shingles. And then I can continue shingling. So anyway, that first starter row, I didn't use the expensive shingles. You know, no reason to use the more expensive Shasta White Architectural. So I just bought a cheap pack for that starter row. And of course you kind of basically install it upside down. So what would normally be the top is now the bottom. And that's so that you have a solid coverage on that bottom row. And then you go your first row the correct way directly on top of it. And then you start shingling like you would expect to, offsetting so that you don't have seams on top of each other where water could penetrate. But anyway, that's where we are so far. I'm not using a chalk line yet. My lines look pretty straight. I'm just basing it off the drip edge, which isn't perfect, but it looks okay. Your eye will accept a certain amount of error. I can see a couple spots, but I'll get a couple rows up and then I'll snap a chalk line and get back on straight. Do that every so often. That's where we are right now. I'll see you. Much better way of getting shingles up on the roof.
That's good.
Remember, the gutter's getting replaced. Pretty cool, right? You can hit it. So we're doing all this because weather is unpredictable and Mr. Handish doesn't trust weathermen. I don't think weathermen would trust weathermen, would you? So we're going to use this weight to hold down that ridge tarp that we've got going on, because individual shingles just blow off. But a whole bundle? No. So it'll allow me over the course of a couple of days, or 3 days maybe, to finish shingling depending on the weather. I don't have to worry so much. This is my insurance policy. Now I'm sure you've probably seen people with packs of bundles of shingles on their roof for a little while. That's why. If you hire a company, they'll be in a day or two and done. You want to do it yourself, you're going to be there a while. That's one too many. Whew. Seatbelt, right, camera lady?
Yes.
Especially on these hills, always wear the seatbelt. They're not heavy at all. These bundles of shingles, they're like feathers. That's why I use the tractor. It needs the ego boost. I give it the light stuff to make it feel strong. You're wondering why I didn't come all the way over here with the tractor is because that's the only level-ish spot we've got. Now I'll be able to slowly take my time, not kill myself on hot days. I'm not a roofer. I don't know all their crazy tricks. Of course, some of the tricks, I don't know, might be shortcuts. I'm not trying to take any shortcuts. If you want to take a look behind there, you can see the antenna mast from a different perspective. Run up through the decking. That'll be a lot stronger, and instead of having multiple holes, just have one hole with a septic flange over it, so it'll be much better. And it'll get our internet and our TV antenna up a little higher for our Tableau. See other video. Camera lady, any words of incredible wisdom?
No, not
Or maybe
today.
you just want to talk about how incredible your husband looks?
Sure. Let's go with that one.
Maybe something about how I never say anything that upsets you.
Yeah.
Always know the right thing to say, right thing to do, good gestures, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to build a better doghouse.
Yep.
Well, oh man, she agrees with me. That's terrible. At least I know what I did this time. It's usually the same thing I'm accused of on my YouTube channel, which is you talk too much. True.
There's truth to that.
Proof. And sometimes my talk isn't always positive. Work in progress. Now, wife Handyish wants to keep this thing, this fake piece of roof. Mr. Handyish does not. Who do you think is going to get their way?
Extend it for a bigger porch.
It'd be a pain to extend it, but I might do a mini roof underneath. We'll see. If I extend this out on both sides, if I extend the right, because the fascia board's already rotten. So if I extend it out, I can just go under that little roof line, and that would allow me to do a single gutter all the way across too. So that'd be good. I think we were talking about that last night, weren't we, hun?
Mm-hmm. only need, what, one more?
Well, you're sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more that I'd like to catch. That way, anywhere the wind gets under any kind of loose shingle, there's good weight holding it.
Why can't you just stack all the spragged ones?
Well, if I just stack them loose on top of each other, strong winds or gusts will be able to just peel them off one at a time because they're not secured down. So this way, they're still in the bundle. So the wind can't take them one at a time. They'd have to lift the whole bundle, and as you can see, they're kind of heavy. Oh, empty bucket. Time to go get, what did I say, how many more?
6.
6? Okay, we'll give it 6 more. We might just do 7 or 8 more because the bucket can handle that pretty easy. I'm gonna have to bring them up here at some point anyway, all right, camera lady? And the ground is dry right now. It's safe on the hillside to run the tractor. So it's only a 2-wheel drive, and on hills, man, it'd be nice to have 4-wheel drive. But you can't argue with the cost of just transporting it. So free, pretty much. Love it. See ya. One last look before the fireworks show. Yeah, it almost looks like I might know what I'm doing. Fooled you.